Hi guys, I'm back again. 2 vlogs in one day. That's impressive. But this isn't a weight loss vlog, so I warn you now. Usually on this channel, Naedaily Lifestyle, I won't post any vlogs that aren't related to weight loss, but my friend Brandy, BNWEST 2003, BN West 2003, I'm in an email group with her, and she emails us every Monday and asks us to contribute one goal for the week and one success that we had from the week before. I haven't been doing that. I've been really naughty. I've just had a roller coaster of emotions the last couple of weeks, and it's just horrible and gross. But I'm going to do that right now. So let me clear the hair out of my eyes. Goal for last week was... I don't have a goal for an achievement for last week. An achievement for last week, I suppose, was doing my first exercise routine at home, maybe. What else? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't really have a success from last week. It was just all normal. I survived a month of of weight loss, I suppose. That's a success from last week. I don't know. But my goal for this week is to get back into drinking more green tea. Last week I sort of slacked off a bit and I wasn't having my 3 cups a day. So I want to get back into that. Even though it's going to be hard, because this week I'm actually going away for 4 days. I'm going away to, I'm going up north to Sapporo for Yuki Matsuri, which is a snow festival. I'll take plenty of video and upload it on my main channel, Naedaily, so you'll be able to check all that out. It's really cool. You'll love it. But so I'm going to be eating out a lot, and I'm not going to throw my diet out the window, but I'm not going to get all pent up about what I'm eating, because I'm just not going to be able to control it. But my goal for next week is definitely to drink my green tea. And I would like to say vlog every day, but I'm going to be away for 4 of those days, so I'm not going to get any vlogging done except for my main video, but I won't be able to upload that until Sunday. So anyway, the goals are not there at the moment. I need next week, when I come back, I will be more focused and whatnot, I promise. That should be my goal for the week, is to get it all out of my system and be done with it, and then refocus. I think that's my goal. Anyway, so this, like I said, this video isn't about weight loss, so moving on. Brandy talked about finding love and being lonely, and how hard it is for her to be lonely and socializing with people to find that special person in her life. And I really related to what she had to say. I felt a lot of things she said were very... I was very much the same as her, and I still am very much the same. We're both very confident and outgoing girls, but we don't like to party. We're not big drinkers. We don't do that sort of thing. But for me, especially now, back home I could rely on my friends so much. But here in Japan, basically what happened with my program is I sign up. It's called the JET program. And they can put me anywhere in Japan. I don't get a choice. Well, I get a choice. I get three places that I can choose from. But I didn't get any of my choices. I was just put in the most northern part of Japan, of the main island. And so when that happens, you don't really get a chance to choose your friends. Your friends become the people that you are in the same area with, because it's all you have. You don't have the choice of friends. Unless you speak Japanese, of course, but I didn't. So, as much as I love my friends that I have here, and I've grown to love them, I don't feel as much of a connection to them, because I didn't really get to choose them. They were sort of the only other foreigners in the city, so I connected with them, you know? It's hard to explain without offending people, and I don't mean it in an offensive way, and I hope that any of my fellow ALTs in Hachinohe that are listening to this don't take offense to it, because I really love you all. I've made some really great friends, but for a long time I was very lonely, and I still am very lonely. I haven't had a moving on from friends and moving on to relationships. I haven't had a relationship since I was 21, so 5 years ago. I've only ever been in one solid relationship, and that relationship lasted for 3 years. It was a very big relationship, and I thought that I was going to marry the guy. I thought I was going to end up with him for the rest of my life. Now, I'm just going to give you the history and then I'll get on to everything else, as my vlogs are always very jumbled and whatnot. But this guy I dated in high school. I think I started dating him from year 11, so I was about 17 years old. Maybe it was longer than 3 years. I don't know. Anyway, it had to be longer than 3 years. I started dating him. Yeah, I started dating him when I was 17. So it was longer than 3 years. Wow. Anyway, we'll get over that. So what happened was I started dating him when I was 17, and it was all like it is to any young girl, all brand new, and I was sort of like, I was still overweight. I wasn't as big as I am now, but I was still overweight and very insecure about myself and wondering why someone liked me and was showing interest in me. And the fact that someone did, it just made the bond all the more stronger for me, and I felt really close to this guy. I'm not going to mention his name, of course, but we went through university together. He went to university for me, apparently, because I was going to university, so he chose to go as well. He basically worked at McDonald's, and his mission in life was to become a manager of McDonald's, and then from there he could get any manager's job he wanted, which happened in the long run. He's now working as a manager for a bank. But he was very opinionated, very bossy, very controlling of my life. After the first year of college, he actually left and moved back home to our hometown, and he demanded that I rang him every night and told him how my day was and what was happening. It was very controlling, but at the time I just thought that was love, and I was in love with the guy. And so this happened for a few years, and we used to fight a lot and all that, but I just tossed it all aside. It was my first love, and I love the guy. Honestly, I was that deeply in love. It's unbelievable. Looking back on it now, I can't believe I was that stupid to put up with it. Of course, he treated me nice. I was never hurt in any way except for emotionally controlled and all that sort of thing. He showered me with gifts, and he loved to give me the high life. We'd go on holidays all the time, and he'd buy me presents, like extravagant presents, like expensive presents. He was buying my love. I didn't realize at the time, but that's what he was doing. Anyway, so we did the long distance thing. It was a 3-hour long distance relationship for a couple of years, and then by the end of it, he broke up with me a month before my birthday, my 21st birthday. And I didn't realize at the time, but then I looked back at it, and he'd actually cheated on me with a 15-year-old girl that he was working with at the time. And she had shown interest in him, and he had told me about this. And I said, well, you put her straight and you tell her, like, you're taken, you have a girlfriend, right? But because I wasn't living there, he lost interest in me and gained interest in her and started, and we were 21 and she was 15, and he was managing her at McDonald's. I just found it really wrong and really weird, and we broke up, and it got really messy. We broke up on his terms, of course, and I wasn't happy with that. And so it ended up being that my brother ended up working at a supermarket, and the girl's father was actually in charge of my brother's department. And so my brother ended up being treated really badly because obviously my ex-boyfriend was telling his new girlfriend that I was saying things and being nasty. So it just got really messy, and I don't even want to go into it because I don't like doing that. But my relationship history has been really rocky, and since 5 years ago. I haven't had a relationship since, and with good reason. After that, it took me almost 6 months to get over it. It's such an in-depth thing. But after that, I ended up deciding after 6 months that I wanted to do something for me. I wanted it to be about me. And this is where it connects back to my weight loss now, is I am doing this for me now. When I wanted to do something for me back in the day, it was, I don't want to care about anything. I just want to let loose and do what I want for a change, because I was so pent up and controlled for so long in my life. I burst out. I just ate whatever I wanted. I didn't exercise. I didn't do anything. And really when I was with him, I wanted to look good. And so I exercised heaps, and I lost a decent amount. I looked decent, okay? I wasn't thin. I'll never be thin, but I looked somewhat decent. But I just was like, after the break, I was like, no, I'm just going to be me and do what I want. And I had a fat time. Literally, I had a fat time. I got fat. I went over the 100 kilo range, and I just kept going until 110 kilos when I came to Japan. So yeah, I mean, after that, I wasn't interested in guys at all. I wasn't interested in female either, so don't get that idea. But I just didn't want to be around, like, guys are great as friends, and I have predominantly friends that are male. I don't sort of hang out with the chicks as much, just because I'm a country girl and, you know, I'm very sarcastic and all that. So they're great as friends, but I don't have the confidence to make the first move. That's my problem. This is getting into relationships and loneliness as a whole now. I don't have the confidence to make the first move. I don't believe in making the first move as a female. I am very old school, romantic. I believe in the guy making the first move and the guy showing initiative. And that's why I haven't had a boyfriend for the past 5 years, is because I am not willing to make the first move if I like a guy. This also has, it's a huge thing in my life, because I act very confident. Like on camera, you probably think, wow, this chick is like so confident. My friends in real life like think I'm confident. And even when I go to seminars and stuff and we do like break the ice kind of things, one of the activities we did last year at a seminar was use 3 words to describe the person beside you. And of course you don't know that person. And most of the things that I got out of that, people kept saying I was confident looking. To me, in myself, in my mind, I am not confident at all. I am very negative. I am a pessimist. I take everything and lower it by 10. I don't have any expectations, because the lower the expectation, the more likely I'm going to achieve, and the more likely I'm going to succeed. And that's just my philosophy for everything. And I don't know how to change that, if I ever will change it. But that also has to do with my confidence. And I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to be upset. I don't want to be broken down. I don't want to be destroyed. And I think that has a lot to do with my last relationship that I was ever in. And being torn down that way without having any control over it. And so I think now being... setting these low standards and not having the confidence to step out and put myself in a position where I'm going to be vulnerable. I don't want to do that, because I was so badly hurt last time. And right now in my life, I'm going to start crying now. Sorry. The one thing I want more in life than anything, even more than weight loss, is to have someone special in my life, to have a partner. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. But being here in Japan, I'm so lonely, and I do everything alone. I need a tissue. And it's just hard. It's just really hard. And I was fine back home in Australia. I didn't need anyone. I was very self-reliant, and I still am here in Japan. I'm very self-reliant. I have been my whole life. But I just really miss having that someone to talk to be there for me no matter what, to hold if I'm upset like now, or to jump around and be stupid with me when I'm in a crazy mood. And I just really miss that. I really want it more than anything. It's the one thing I want in life right now. And so this is where weight loss is connected to it again. I know I said this had nothing to do with losing weight or anything, but I don't see myself as beautiful. I don't see myself as attractive, especially here in Japan, because I don't wear makeup. I don't have a hairdresser. I don't go to a hairdresser. I go to a hairdresser once every 8 months when I go home to Australia. And so basically I look like a mess and I look horrible and I feel bad about myself. And I feel that if I just lose weight and if I'm skinnier, guys will like me more. And I know it's stupid and you're all going to write comments and say, people will like you for who you are no matter what. I don't think so. Not for me. For other people, it's fine. If you have a partner and you're overweight and you're happy, then I'm so happy for you. Like, I couldn't be any more happy. Like, just having that someone in your life is the best thing ever. And I haven't had it for 5 years. And I honestly think I've got it stuck in my head that if I lose weight, I'm going to look more beautiful and I'm going to end up with someone who actually wants me. Not someone that's going to just move on to the next thing when they get bored, you know? It's hard in Japan to go and find someone because I don't speak the language well enough. Anyway, I speak a little bit of Japanese, but I don't speak enough to make the first move anyway, even if I wanted to. And these are all excuses, of course. Like, I'm sure I could do it if I wanted to, but I'm just so out of it here in Japan. It's just, I can't wait to go home in July and start my new life again, because 2 years ago I was doing exactly the same thing as starting my new life here in Japan, but I never realized that it would be this hard here and this lonely. But hopefully I will lose enough weight to be nice and thin and go out clubbing when I go home to the Gold Coast in Australia. The problem is with me, I don't like putting myself out there to be knocked back. And especially because of my weight, I'm super not confident. I am not one to drink a lot and be totally wasted. I've never been wasted in my life. I've been drunk. I've never had a hangover in my life. And it appalls me that I think that I have to be drunk in order to find someone. To drink is to have fun, and to have fun is to be something that someone wants in their life, and so therefore you need to drink to have fun to find a boyfriend, which is ridiculous. Oh, my mind is so fucked up. I'm sorry. Whoa. Sorry. I didn't really like that, but this is something that is it's always in my mind. I'm always constantly thinking about, like, every day, every single day of my life. For the past 2 years, I have been focused on finding that special someone and not being alone. But yeah, I don't know. I like to socialize and I like being confident, but that's not all who I am at all. It's most definitely not. I am a very shy, quiet person, believe it or not. But yeah, I better leave because I've cried, I have told you my dating history, I have done everything I can possible, and I've rambled for I don't know how long, and it probably won't even fit into one video. So, thanks, Brandy, for a great topic. You got me crying. I don't know if it was any use to anyone else, but I got thinking a lot about it. Like, I'd like questions where I'm actually thinking about it myself, and it's nice to know that other people have the same problem. Maybe, Brandy, you and I can, start a dating forum together or something. and blind date on the internet or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's horrible. It's worse than losing weight. It's harder, like far harder. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye. I suppose I'll be back tomorrow. Not crying. I'll be super positive and be the happy, outgoing Renee that is always on your YouTube. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Bye.